everyone, good day. My name is Osemege Renta of Horatio Supergal International. Welcome to our first video on our YouTube channel, Supergal International. Today we're going to be talking about relationship issues, and our topic for today is being faithful hard. Is being faithful hard? Have you ever wondered why it's easier to cheat than to be faithful? This is one question I want to quickly throw out there, because a lot of people tend to overlook at this question. Do you believe that being faithful is easy? If so, then why do a lot of people tend to cheat nowadays? To be honest with you, I'm not talking about the physical part of cheating. You can also cheat mentally and so many other ways. Now, many people believe that cheating is only physical, when it's actually more than that. Most of the time, cheating does not start from the physical at first. Cheating normally starts from simple flirtatious conversations that works its way up. Temptation is harder to fight for some people, while most people it's very hard for them to fight. So some people cheat knowing that they can do it because they cannot live their lives without having someone on the side. Being loyal does not come natural to everyone. So it's not about your religion, it's not about what your ethics are, it's just about you in question. So I'm not saying it's very easy for people to be faithful in relationships. I know it's not easy, but telling someone who has cheated to stop cheating is just like telling a drug addict to stop using drugs. So being faithful is like having patience as a virtue, which is something that a lot of people have not fully grasped yet. So being in a long distance relationship, a lot of people tend to ponder, oh, I don't know what my boyfriend is doing at this side, I don't know what my girlfriend is doing at the other side, and this is what tends to break most relationships. It is normal for you to think that also, and your partner also at the other end might be thinking about that same thing. But honestly, I would say that there are three main reasons people cheat, and I want to talk about these three main reasons. The first one is the lack of partner's attention. The lack of partner's attention. The second one is emotional needs were not being met. And the third one is the fear of trusting your heart to another one. Now, let me quickly address the first one, the lack of your partner's attention. A lot of people tend to like attention. They don't like to be ignored. So when they feel that their partner is not giving them all the attention they want, then they start to get the attention elsewhere. Or rather, they start to seek the attention elsewhere, feeling that, oh, my partner is not giving me the desirable attention I want, then let me go get it elsewhere. And also, emotional needs are not being met. We are all human beings, and it's blood that runs through us. So there are sometimes we get emotional, and a lot of people tend to overlook it and say, oh, it's just emotions, you will go through it. It's not true. Then your emotions begin to drive you crazy. Then you begin to think of, oh, having someone by your side who will be able to give you all the emotional needs you require. And the third one is the fear of trusting your heart to anyone. I hear a lot of people say this, I beg, I don't think I have time for all this, I can't give my heart to one person, what if they break my heart? Let me try giving it to at least 2 or 3 people. And that is when all this sets to happen. With knowing all of this, I've come to reality that it will be hard for people, if they continue having this mindset in them, it will be hard for them to stay faithful in their relationship. That's what brings us to, is being faithful hard? Being faithful is the smallest things in the way to gain, maintain, demonstrate, and to strengthen the needed to accomplish something great. In retrospective, I want to quickly clear this out, that I'm not trying to use my lifestyle as a choice for everyone. Instead, I'm just using it to highlight what you should have considered at all aspects of those questions I asked previously. Is being faithful hard? And at this situation, that there are situations that can alternatively work. It's not really it has to be this way. Some other alternatives can work. So I want to quickly tell us, how do you stay faithful? And this is the most important thing. The first one is realize that only you can help yourself. And I say this all the time, that once it starts with you and you have it in your mind that yes, I'll be able to stay faithful, then you can do it. Secondly, realize that no one can help you except you help yourself. It depends on you. It depends on what you want. You alone is the one that will be able to make that decision yourself. Thirdly, decide you are going to stay faithful to your partner every day, and that you would make your relationship a priority. A lot of people don't make their relationship a priority. They just be like, oh, it's just a relationship, I can put it here. When it's heavy, I just throw it off. I can't carry my relationship on my head. That's not true. Try and make your relationship a priority. Give it all the best. Make sure that you put in all your best in it. And lastly, pray about it. I think this one is overlooked at. You say, why will I pray about it? Yes, pray about it. Pray that God gives you the grace to be able to stay faithful. Thank you very much for joining us on today's episode on Supergal International, on our first YouTube video. My